Eve paints.
Hey folks, welcome to another Print and Paint Kickstarter Countdown. I have 10 campaigns to share with you this week, so let's get right into it. Pick a prop. Chopsticks Unleashed, Asian-inspired 3D printable scenery by Mojibake of Italy. Their 6th Kickstarter campaign. With more than 130 props of all sizes, this campaign is separated into 6 parts. There is a cyberpunk set, Chinese New Year, a market set, the old village, a Zen garden, and a dojo set. There's also a few nice pieces in these stretch goals. One pledge gets you all 6 sets, and there are other tiers that grant access to previous campaigns and commercial licenses. This campaign ends on March 5th, with rewards expected the same month. Tiny Epic Dungeons, a quick, cooperative, modular dungeon crawler from Gamelin Games of the United States. Veterans of over 20 Kickstarter campaigns, many exceeding 10,000 backers, including this one, which already has more than $1 million pledged. In Tiny Epic Dungeons, players control a band of heroes exploring a treacherous dungeon in search of the fearsome dungeon boss. It comes with 8 heroes, hero and boss mats, dungeon, loot and magic cards, dice, and more. There is also a deluxe version and an expansion that includes an additional 8 minis and 4 more in the stretch goals. You can get the core set with some stretch goals, the deluxe set with all the stretch goals, and with or without the expansion. This campaign ends on March 17th, with rewards expected in December. The Frost, 3D printable minis and terrain for your tabletop by Ian Lovecraft of the United States, their 10th Kickstarter campaign. This is quite an extensive set of minis and terrain. There are 9 characters, as well as 5 militia with variable weaponry, an ice dragon, ice troll, zombies, a stagecoach, a bridge for the stagecoach to escape from said zombies over toward the Houses of Frostheim, or any of these other buildings. All stretch goals have already been unlocked. There are a bunch of comics on the page, as well as rotating GIFs, but I'm not dealing with GIFs in my videos just now, so you'll have to check them out there. There is an all-in tier and commercial license tier as well. This campaign ends on March 12th, with rewards expected the same month. Siblings of Conflict 3, Mechanicute, Digital and Physical Interstellar Chibi Warrior Girls by Impact Miniatures of the United States, their 44th Kickstarter campaign. Deep inside the crypts of a mysterious planet, a new threat has been awakened. Once, they were the pets of an immortal race, and today they have risen and are hissing angry. So, kitty Necrons and cutesy Mechanicum. There are 31 Mechanicuties, as well as 6 large vehicles. You can get the figures or vehicles separately or together, as digital or pre-printed. You can also access the 2 previous Siblings of Conflict sets. This campaign ends on March 12th, with digital rewards expected in April and physical in June. Basic Monsters Collection, 3D printable minis for your role-playing games by Lau 3 de Lucas of Spain, their first Kickstarter campaign. This set includes 10 monsters, each with bases for 3 different poses in 2 different sizes. There is a Morlock, Giant Spider, Gargoyle, Infernal Hound, Mummy, Ghost, Cockatrice, Gnoll, Kobold, and Slime. There's an Etten in the stretch goals, and a couple models still yet to be revealed. You can pick up the whole set, and you can also get merchant rights. This campaign ends on March 26th, with rewards expected in April. Patrick J. Jones, World Lost in Time. High-quality minis, prints, and books based on the art of Patrick J. Jones by Mindwork Games of Italy, their first Kickstarter. As well as prints, art books, and painting technique books, there are 7 sculptures here based on the work of Patrick J. Jones. I am only showing a few of them, however, as the rest are a little more risque than those pictured here. Most of the tiers are for other products, but it looks like you can get any of the sculptures separately, a set of 4, or all 7 together. This campaign ends on March 15th, with rewards expected in August. Mines of Maznar. Elegant, high-quality, printable minis and terrain, with a 5th edition adventure book by The Printing Goes Ever On. Their first Kickstarter, but they do have a successful Patreon campaign. Hundreds of years ago, the underground halls used to echo with the sounds of hammer against steel, but now they lay silent. No one knows what happened to the dwarves of Maznar, but it might have something to do with all these monsters. There's a cave kraken, giant spider and bat, and goblins. Terrain includes workable gate, sarcophagus, modular dwarven bridge, and more. There's a bunch more in the stretch goals, and you can get old Patreon rewards at a discount in the add-ons. You can get the core set with Adventure PDF, that with stretch goals, and there's also a merchant's license. This campaign ends on March 28th, with rewards expected by April. Children of Apep, Lizardfolk of the Desert Kingdom. 10mm metal and pre-supported STL files and scenery by Chromatory Forge of the United Kingdom, their 4th Kickstarter campaign. This is a little army of lizardfolk that print well at 10 or 15mm, as well as a fantasy football team in 32mm. The army minis come on strips or individual bases and include warriors, guards, archers, mounted flying archers, stegosaurus, heroes, and more. There's a small city of adobe houses with modular city walls for protection. I really like this set. You can get the army, the football team, and the city all separately or all together in digital format. And for the physical minis, they have a scarab token thing set up that you'll have to check out if you're interested. This campaign ends on March 18th, with digital rewards expected in March and June for the physical. "3D printable Roman City. Roman-themed terrain for your tabletop by Studio Luna of Turkey, their first Kickstarter campaign. This set includes 9 different structures, with more being unlocked in the stretch goals. There's a barracks, bath, agora, senate, temple, some houses, roads, and more. A modular garden structure and Hadrian's Gate in the add-ons, with more to come. You can get the core set with stretch goals, all the add-ons on top of that, and there are commercial licenses available as well. This campaign ends on March 29th, with rewards expected in April. End of Times, Survivor Edition. Printable figures in 54 and 75mm by Gilmore Studio of Spain, their first Kickstarter campaign. This set includes 2 survivors, 2 undead, a couple other enemies, and a couple of pieces of terrain, with a couple more survivors in the stretch goals from the look of it. Just 2 tiers, all in, and a commercial license. This campaign ends on March 29th, with rewards expected in April. That's all for this week. If you enjoy the content, then make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching, everyone.